Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So there's a report that came out yesterday saying that the Green Bay Packers are expected to move on from longtime franchise left tackle David Bakhtiari this offseason, right, ahead of free agency, saving $21 million against the cap. Now, Bakhtiari, this really, isn't super surprising given how the last couple of seasons have played out for Bakhtiari in Green Bay. It just kind of seems like it's time, right? Green Bay is one of, if not the youngest team in the entire NFL. They can go out and land their next tackle of the future here, and he's just one of those guys from the Rodgers era, right? And speaking of Rodgers, both him and Bakhtiari are close, right? They're buddies on and off the field, obviously playing so many years together with the Packers, and had so much success and productivity there. There's obvious connections here linking Bakhtiari to the New York Jets. Now, to me, this definitely feels like Randall Cobb 2.0. Right, like everybody just had a feeling Randall Cobb was going to end up with the Jets in one way or another. At some point, it just feels like it's destiny, right? Like it's inevitable. Bakhtiari at some point in time this offseason, whether it's in the first couple days of free agency, whether it's in the summer, Bakhtiari will end up with the green and white. That's just kind of how it feels, right? Now, you look at Bakhtiari right now, 32 years old. There is, there's a reason why Green Bay is moving on. He's been on the decline for the past couple of seasons. He misses time every single season. As we all know, he had the knee injury, the ACL injury back in 2020. Since then, he's missed 45 games and has had 5 surgeries on that same knee, right? Last season, played in 1 game. Now, what's absolutely wild about that is if Bakhtiari was just healthy, right, if you're looking at Bakhtiari in, going into 2024 and you're saying, okay, he's 100% healthy today, he's still an upgrade over what we currently had last year, right? You look at Bakhtiari right now, at least this is how I'm looking at him, depth move, right? If the Jets bring him in and he's the only tackle move that the Jets make this offseason, I'm going to be very, very concerned. To me, Bakhtiari should be a depth piece signing. Now, it's not to say that if the Jets bring him in and he's looking good in camp and he's the best left tackle on the team, I'm opposed to playing him, right? No, obviously not. I'm just saying that I don't want Joe Douglas putting all of his eggs in the Bakhtiari basket, given the track record since 2020. Again, the multiple surgeries, all the missed time, the unreliability, right? When I'm looking at my future tackle of this football team, I want somebody who's durable, somebody who's reliable, somebody who we can build around, somebody who can be an anchor on the offensive line, somebody who can help out in both pass pro and run blocking. And to me, David Bakhtiari isn't that player as of right now. If the Jets bring him in, there's a very, very good chance that he can miss time next season. So it's not the most reliable or durable move that the Jets can make. But again, when you compare a healthy Bakhtiari compared to what we had a year ago, it does make sense, right? It does make sense if he wants to come in on a cheap contract, right? I don't think he would get a minimum deal, but given the Jets' need for him. But if he were to come in, agree on a cheap contract, I really would not mind it as a depth move. But again, if he's the guy, if he's the sole acquisition here, tackle, yeah, the Jets could definitely be in some trouble. So let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think the Jets should be interested? Again, for me, he's not going to be my first call that I'm going to be making in free agency. But I definitely feel like, again, when we just focus on depth, because this is just the reality, right? This is the world that we're living in. We don't know who the starting left tackle is going to be. We don't know who the backup left tackle is going to be. We don't know who the starting right tackle is going to be. We don't know who the backup right tackle is going to be. Now, we do have Max Mitchell and Carter Warren. So I'm personally thinking, hey, maybe the winner of that battle could be the backup right tackle. And then we go out and we sign 2 players, 1 starter, 1 depth piece. And then we draft the future, whether that's, Fuaga at right or Fashanu at left, however it works. Sign 2, starter depth, draft 1. And then you're hoping one of your younger guys can kind of be that depth piece at right tackle. So that's my outlook right now. And Bakhtiari does check the box as that depth backup left tackle. Right, so let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your Sunday. And as always, go Jets.